Hi, welcome back to Plan with Hope. I'm gonna do a little planning, I guess. This is my B6. So come join me and I'll show you how I plan in it. Hey guys, I guess I'll kind of show you how I use the planners that I've been talking about. This is my B6 from Soft Paper Studios. It is an completely undated planner. It has a monthly spreads, horizontal Hobonichi Weeks style spread with 7 slots on this side and then an open field on this side. You can kind of see how I've been using it in the past, and that's basically like I've already done my week. I just haven't put any stickers. I've just kind of jotted some stuff down that I needed to remember. But my favorite part is to do, I guess what you could call like my daily spread. I didn't really have a plan for today. It's just been kind of hem-hawing around, trying to wrap up some tasks and stuff. So I don't really have a time, or time slots really. So I'm not going to be using any type of timing as far as that goes. I am going to use both pages. So for June 10th, planning is kind of one of my little ways of relaxing a little bit. So if I wax on, just forgive me. Okay, really? The only thing I have about washi cards. I have the hardest time getting the freaking washi restarted if I don't tear it in the middle. This is a very like delicate washi paper too, so that's like not even remotely helping. Okay. Beautiful. Love it. We are going to start with this one. It's very cute. It's got little different, I don't know if you can see it, little different aesthetic things on it. I can't remember what it's called. I think I got it from Yaseka though. So we're just gonna put that up here. Just kind of has a little header. I think I'll mirror that on the other page. Make sure it's not duplicated. And yes, I'm not going to start that on the side again. I've got this in my Aura Estelle B6 that I recently purchased because I had a Notique and did not realize that particular size was compatible also with the A5. So it's a little bit too big, but I'll have it in case I want to go back to an A5 planner. I don't know. This is just a really nice size, especially with it being my everyday carry. I don't think I mentioned that. My B6 is my everyday carry. And I put a few stickers in my reusable sticker book from the Coffee Monsters Co. I don't know if you can tell, but I am a big fan of the Coffee Monsters Co. Who else is excited about the release for this Saturday? The preview. Oh my custard. So excited. Okay. And of course I'm drinking coffee. So I'm going to do my date with my fountain pen. And today is the 10th. Okay, that was weird. 2025. Now, I didn't really have a to-do list today, but there are some things that I kind of want to get done. I don't know what I was going to write, but whatever. And I'm just going to write down some tasks that I want to get done. I have a little flower bed. Okay, well, we'll try that again. So, like I said, I have a flower bed that I am working on. And because of the recent excessive amount of rain that we've been getting here, the weeds have gone insane. So I need to weed my flower bed. I'll do that here in a bit. It's going to be a bigger undertaking than I thought. I did make a weed spray. I'm going to write that recipe down because I think it will be all right to use around my flowers. I've got hibiscus and different stuff. And then I also, for same flower bed, I'm working on my on stone books. Oh, by the way, the other pen that I'm using is the Zebra Sarasa Clip. I got a pack of these like autumnal tones. There's like a burgundy and like this color, like a couple oranges, like gourd type oranges. So I thought they would go well with the ink in my pen here. Okay, what else am I doing? Just general tidying. General tidy, just across, just a general tidy. And then I'm trying to work on my office. Okay, what else do I need to do though? I need to, and so like I'll usually write like my tasks, and then I'll do like if I need to be more specific. So I need to organize the it's not even papers, like it's like papers and like old stationery and random stuff. My table desk, and yes, it is a table desk because it's a big black kitchen table. This space, I had this table made by one of my coworkers from my previous job. They did a great job. It's just a basic table. It's got a place where I can put like crates and storage stuff, and it's also on wheels. So I love this table. It's really great. And I stained it this color myself. Organize the table desk and and I need to go through my disused stationery. Okay. And then, oh, I do want to write, get back to drafting. It's going, but I'm still working on that. You may have saw in my previous video, I did invest in a free write. It is working to my advantage, but you have to actually sit down and write and not be brain dead, which is very important, which I usually am at the end of the day. Thank you, chronic fatigue. Also, I want to work on my little model, on my bookshelf model that I got from the grimoire. Oh, how do you spell grimoire? Oh my gosh. Grimoire conference. We're just gonna say conference. That was in Chattanooga. I took myself away on a little vacation. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. Oh, I need to write down that recipe for And then so usually like I do my tasks on one. Sometimes it's a timetable, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's just a task list. I didn't really have a schedule for today. I'm gonna use this little bit of washi. I can't remember what that one's called either, but that's okay. I don't be remembering stuff. You heard me. I said what I said. Okay. And then I do want to do some other stuff, but I just like to decorate. Okay, so that weed killer. All right, let me write the date, June 10th, 2025, and today is Tuesday. And then I'm just going to make a little note here. Do a little doodle. I do like to doodle in my planners. I do. Let's see. Okay. Weed killer. That is white vinegar. White vinegar, salt, and dish soap. I got that recipe from Google. So, and I looked a minute ago, I sprayed it in the morning, and it did just kind of go on. It just, at first, it just made the little leaves shiny. But I checked a little bit ago, and it does seem to be working. I just need to put it in a better spray bottle. And I also, let's see, what else was I going to write down? There's something I needed to do. See, this is why I have to write everything. I cannot remember anything. But you know what? It's fine. We're going to leave it there. These are some of the tools that I use. Just a quick little planning session. Just to kind of get the ducks in a row and keep them from running around all over the place. Thanks for watching. Thank you for my viewers. Appreciate you. I know my content's not particularly riveting, but it's more informative than anything else. Just want to share. Thanks, guys. And as always, please plan with hope. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye. Hi, guys. Back with my day off, my weekend, day 2, which is today, Wednesday, June 11th. That is a Wednesday. Okay. And yes, we are doing 2 pages again. Okay. Okay. This is my second day off. It's basically my Saturday, or my Sunday, excuse me. My days off are in the middle of the week. Again, we're not working with any timeline. But there are a few things I need to do today, like actually need to get done. Let me think. We started the, I slept in today, which I don't normally do. Normally my brain will not let me do that. I wake up when the sun does, and it is often very irritating because I don't always have to do that. It's like, it's okay. I can stay in the bed just to get a little extra sleep, especially when you go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, moving on. So, pay bills. Let's see, that is water. Good old debt, credit card bills, and then something else I can't remember. I have it written down somewhere. As I said, I have to write everything down. And then I do utilize Amazon, but it's either that or do hours of footwork, going to different stores, trying to find what I'm looking for. I unfortunately do not live that life or have that much time, especially when I freaking sleep in. I need to go to Trader Joe's, which I'm actually looking forward to. I would like to do another bouquet, and then I need to do some more laundry and hang up my work clothes, and all this will be fueled by coffee. That is más importante. And then, so just got to get some stuff done today. I worked on weeding my flower bed yesterday, so that's done. Actually, let's flip back and see what I actually got done. Let's see. I did do some more work on my stone. Oop, there we go. I did not get that done. I did get back to, I did do some general tidying and then undid it by doing crafts. Oh, I finished that. And then I also did that. So we basically crossed everything off the to-do list. This is going to be an ongoing thing, so that's cool. I did do this random extra to-do list as well. I tend to do a to-do list and then back up and then start another one. But yeah, today is just basically checking the boxes to get ready for the week. I do want to prepare some meals so that I can just grab those quick fly on the go, and just to be ready to go in case I do not get up and start moving in a timely fashion. That also happens a lot because I do things like go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, that's just the planning for today. This page is probably just going to be random notes, random things I need to remember. Super cute thing. My daughter orchestrated me getting everything I wanted for my birthday. And today my Cynthia Erivo album arrived. So that has also delayed me in my day because I've been listening to that and really enjoying it. It's real good. It's real nice. Anyway. All right, guys, that's it. That's my plan with me for Wednesday, my second day off. So I'll show you later what I will have planned for the actual remainder of the week, which is a little different because I am at work 90% of the day. So, yeah, that's it for June 11th. Just simple, easy peasy. I got to make some grocery lists and get that done. Deputy-doo-dah. All right. Well, I see you later. All right, guys. The day is done for July 11th. I have to say that I am pooped. I am very tired. I still have to wash my hair, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I am a woman of the African diaspora, so my wash day is it takes a while. I use a mask in conjunction with my shampoo to fight excessive dry scalp. So it is not a quick process. So I kind of need to block off time to do that. Let's see. I completed all the tasks. I thought this completely different. I have a hard time cleaning my Lame Safari. I did not take it fully apart this time, and I kind of feel like I should have. The ink that's in this is, ooh, I believe it's actually leaking. I'll investigate that later. I think it's Iris Nebula Glistening, but previously it had the, I believe the Clifton. No, I'm not sure what ink was in this previously because I didn't get the one that came out with this pen. I did that. I did pick up my Michael's order, but I think there is some residual ink crusts underneath my nib. I think next time I'm going to take it fully apart. Anyway, I just want to wrap up this video by showing you guys, because, like, you know, I planned the day before, 2 days, the same day on 2 pages. I probably won't do that all the time going forward. I kind of like it, though. Like, this is my task list, and these are, like, just random notes. Oh, hello. Speaking of that. Laundry detergent. Why was every store I went to out? I don't know. And the other one that I normally use that does not give me a rash or cause sinus inflammation, it got more expensive. It is now $15. I can't remember. It's in a clear bottle. I think it's like ESO or something. That's chapstick. I don't remember. But whatever it is, it's like $15 now. And I'm like, no, I'll just run to the Dollar General or something and see if they have at least a small bottle for tomorrow. I also need to get gas. Anyway, I think my dog's making sure. Okay, something else I need to write that. Anyway, yeah. So I like to do my task list on one page and then, like, just notes for the day on the other page. And then because I do work full time, I actually don't really plan for the other days that I work. So instead of me doing like a day on a page, I'm actually going to split this both of these pages in two. I'm not bothering with a ruler. We're just going in the same spot. Should have done that differently, but okay, let's see. So tomorrow's Thursday. So I'll have to go back to work tomorrow, Thursday. That's June 12th. And then, ooh, we have a Friday the 13th. What? I'm going to miss all the tattoos. Does your city have, or town, whatever you live in, do they have, like a tattoo day? Like a lot of the places around here, they have like $20 tattoo days, and it usually falls on a Friday the 13th. And I freaking love that, but I will be at work. And I will miss it. And I'm a little annoyed because I need tattoos. I've got a few. I have this one, and then I have a few on my chest. I have one on my shoulder, and then one on my leg. I'm not even close to being done. I just love tattoos. It's corporeal decoration. So I just really like them. I think they're lovely. It's like being a canvas for an artist. And I just like the idea of that. Okay, and then Sunday is the 15th, and I believe it is the Day of the Fathers. I'm pretty sure. Almost positive. I don't know. But I have work. I have a 8-hour shift. So, if any planning happens in these days, as far as like to-do lists or things like that, it will happen either early in the morning or late in the evening. And there's just not like, if I need to write something down, like I'll jot it down here, or like something like that, or like just randomness, really. Like if I remember something at work that I need to do, I'll write it down. But yeah, the days that I go into work, I just really don't do much planning. I've mentioned before, I get to enjoy chronic fatigue. So I wake up, get myself together, and then leave the house in as best a timely fashion as I can. And then by the time I get home, I'm so zapped from functioning that I just want to go to sleep. I sometimes don't even eat dinner. I have a protein shake and go straight to bed. Not ideal, I know, but sometimes I'm just too daggum tired to feed myself. But yeah, no, on the days that I work, the planning is super minimal. There's no timeline. It's just jotting things down. And I just realized I was gonna write something down, and then I forgot. I just tore out a piece because I just like wrote something. Note to self. There's a gentleman that I follow on Instagram. He does hip opera. He does opera with a hip hop flair. And my mom is kind of obsessed with opera, specifically Pavarotti. Loves that dude. And what's his name? Oh, jeez. I can't think of his name. You know. He's the gentleman. He's blind. He's been singing for years. He's been on several episodes of Sesame Street. Me and her both have his a couple of his albums. But yeah, she's a big fan of opera. And the gentleman that does the hip opera is coming to our city. So I am making myself a note to buy the tickets for that show. My mom doesn't do she doesn't do online things. She won't even use like online services like for banking or anything like that. She is not a fan of any of that. You know, it's fine. But yes, we are going to do that. And then I also need to remind myself to write down on my calendar. Sorry. Yes. Okay, do that. Okay. Oh, I know one thing. Sorry, hold on. I just realized see, this is what I'm talking about. I have to write everything down. Now on Saturday, I calculated it, and I can't remember what I put. I believe it's 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Now, every time Helen has any type of sale, I set a reminder, but I'm usually at work because it's normally on a Saturday. So I will be in the middle of doing something, and then I'll get a notification that I have a reminder, that a reminder is going off, but I'm in the middle of doing something. So not this last time. Yeah, yes, the last time I attempted to purchase something with one of those timers. Before I could stop what I was doing and address that timer or that reminder, it had sold out, and I could have spit nails, honestly. But I didn't. I was patient. I was like, well, you know what? I'll just have to wait, and I will be darned if the next couple days a different company have them, and enough to where I could calmly and patiently get myself together and purchase the long-awaited pen that I have been eyeballing for quite some time. And that, you will learn, is my Esterbrook SD. I've been wanting an Esterbrook for quite some time, and I just hadn't I just hadn't pressed go for that. And I don't know why I didn't use these. I'll be doing silly stuff. Boop, can I make that up? Sort of. Okay. So yeah, so hopefully I can get the pre-ordered items I want. I just realized it's perforated. Anyway, but yeah, that's my minimal planning for the remainder of my week. Like I said, because I work full time, I'm going to be at work most of the active hours of the day. So there's no point in putting anything unless it's like something major that I'm waiting for. But yeah, that is how I plan with hope. Hope for a good week. Hope for productivity and how it looks good for me, and I hope the same for you. And thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you guys. And just remember, always plan with hope. Bye.